Taken me a bit by surprise. I was not prepared for this, but nonetheless, here I am. Thanks, Santya, for that bone-chilling message, and good evening to all of you. And this morning I had the awe-inspiring occasion of listening to Cyril Gutz and what he's doing with plastics, but the very encouraging word that he's not only prepared but he's committed to work in India, and I therefore thank you, and here are the people that we can all work with. And let me confess that I did not take the 1.5 degree warning seriously until very recently, and the fact that I have only 9 years left is something I can't still wrap my head around it, because I thought it will not happen in my lifetime. That I'll get away free, as it were. I'll get away scot-free. But I have a small home in Uttarakhand and in the Nainital district, and what has happened there just over the past week now is beginning to scare me, in real terms. Because for all you know, one of these days I will not have a house, because there will be a landslide which will have taken it away and so on. So I, for those personal reasons, but also I think the reasons for the commitment given by our Prime Minister, NITI Aayog is 110% committed to working on preventing this disastrous climate change, and do whatever we can and whatever India can to see that we can resist whatever we can. We can push it back to whatever they can, and who knows, if we start now, we may be able to reverse some of it. And one of the things that I have committed myself to, along with Satya and some others, is I've put my bet on agroecology, chemical-free agriculture, so that what we can do is to try and, because the promise there is immense. 3 million Indian farmers are already practicing it. There are some very positive results that we are seeing. There is hardcore evidence of small farmers improving their wherewithal, getting out of distress, producing things, but most importantly, producing stuff that is not going to harm us. That's going to be, free of chemicals, of all sorts of chemicals, and perhaps equally important, that it can bring carbon back into the soil. And we started our post-independence journey with the Indian Institute of Soil Sciences in Bhopal, set up in I think the late 19th century, has a figure of 2.5% as the average carbon content of the Indian soil at that time. I think it's now 0.4%. And what you need at least is 1.5%. And if we can get it back up there, which we can through this method of farming, which sounds, and this method of farming, a lot of people will poo-poo it because it's based on, cow urine and cow dung and inoculants, and local, sort of locally available material. But I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, please don't poo-poo it. Have a very serious look at it, because that's the only way that you can sequester that kind of carbon back into the soil and prevent desertification of this country, which is happening as we are talking. So, and that plus now the work with Cyril, I hope we can work with plastics and with recycling, and I loved your message about air, and so avoid and intercept and redesign. And my last word simply is that India has the capability to rediscover materials in a new way, and we need to do that, and we need to do that starting today. And so all of you, I hope, and NITI Aayog will work with you in any form and give you all the assistance that you need. And thankfully we have some convening power and some persuasive power with the government. So please use us and give us the feedback. Thank you, Satya, for this unexpected opportunity. And thank you very much.